All right, traders, it is time to prepare to trade the best setups at the best prices. I am going to be going over our key levels that we are planning to trade the SPY both ways heading into this week. We will be going over the best levels to be buying call options to be going long on the SPY. We will also be going over the best levels to be shorting the SPY and buying put options. I'm going to show you and break down our key levels on how we're planning to crush the market this week by trading SPY both ways. So in terms of this week, what I want you to focus on is the channel. We've been trading in this overall channel, since early May. And I need you to continue to focus on this, overall channel because it's been doing very, very well for both calls and puts. Just last week, Thursday and Friday alone, using these channel levels that I mentioned in my video, I was able to make $50,000 in profits. Jim C had one of his best trading weeks. He made over $70,000 in profits. And I'm telling you guys, this week, we will continue to crush it because the way this market is setting up, it's setting up for just an overall trading channel week. And we know the best levels to buy the channel and the best levels to short the channel buy put options, right? So this is what I need you to understand. This is a previous support level on the SPY that has never been tested since it cracked. And that previous support level is right here at this gap. There's a gap that's waiting to fill above at 415.50. You could see it just gapped down, it cracked through, it formed some lower highs, big sell-offs, never tested. This is your best level possible to short the SPY and to buy put options. Whenever it decides, whether it's, this week, next month, whenever it decides to go back to $415.50 to fill this gap, we will be targeting put options with heavy size and shorting the SPY and betting on it to gap down. Look at how quickly and look at how big SPY has been dropping from lower resistance right below the gap. Right here, it topped out at 414.83. It sold off all the way down to 408 very quickly. Right here, it formed some lower highs, topped at this previous support with the bearish 30-minute. That's great confirmation to short. Save those patterns, save those strategies. I've been using that strategy on Thursday and Friday to bank on the SPY. You could see right here, it topped out at 413.60. And then it sold off all the way to 408 the same day. And then the next day it went to 403.74. And you could just visually see, man, all of the resistance you have in the mid 413 to 414 range for nice sell-offs to 411 to $409. It's consistently working. So if you ever see the SPY trade at 415.50, and you see it forming resistance, bearish confirmations on the 1 minute, it's beginning to form resistance. It's forming lower highs. It's breaking down, right? You see these bearish confirmations, or you see a bearish confirmation on the 30-minute. That trade idea alone should be more than enough for the cost to join Trader Society, which is my team. It's a one-time fee and it's a lifetime access. That one trade idea alone should be more than enough to join the cost of Trader Society. And we will be trading these levels live on stream. All these price alerts that I'm setting, we're going to be trading these live on stream, right? So 415.50, that's your best resistance level. What is so special about the level? It is a previous support level that has not been retested, and it had a massive sell-off from this level. So when it retests that level, that previous support should react as a resistance level. And you could use bearish confirmations as well. But in this particular situation, I wouldn't really use confirmations. I would just take nice starter size at our level, and then I would risk 417, slightly above that. And then I would aim for a nice reward on that one since it's at such a nice level, right? I would aim for at least $414 to $413.50 on that. Look to hold it a little bit longer because it's at such a competent level, right? So look for bearish confirmations, look for roofs at that level. Now, in terms of your best levels for calls, we have two levels for calls. $408. There's a gap to fill below right here on the SPY at $408. As you can see, this is a very strong support level with big upside potential. And whenever SPY has been forming a green bullish 30-minute candlestick towards that support, it's been having a nice uptrend, right? See how predictable the market can be if you trade The channels, I mean, look at this, man. You have a beautiful sell-off right here from 413.70 support. When it cracks this bottom 30-minute candle, sells off hard. So when it spikes back up to that previous support and you see that bearish 30-minute trend reversal candlestick, you short the SPY and you buy the puts. We hit that one hard, right? Very, very simple strategy. Use that same strategy on Thursday and Friday. Watch my live trading videos. Literally the same candlestick at the same level formed right here. And then it sold off the next 30 minutes to fill the gap, man. 30-minute bearish candlestick right here sells off. It's such a predictable strategy. Look at this, man. On Friday, there was a gap to fill above on the SPY right here at $412.85. You have a bearish 30 minutes. Save this candlestick. This is very bearish if you see this at resistance. This one as well, these two candlesticks. Bearish 30-minute candlestick towards the lower top end of the channel, and it filled a gap, had a reversal, bearish confirmation, then it starts to sell off, man. We were crushing that on Friday. So pay attention to those 30-minute candles at our bottom and low end channels. Also pay attention to that 1-minute chart. In terms of our best levels, when we hit our best levels, I'm willing to just do 1 minute. I don't even, I'm not, I don't need a 30-minute confirmation. I'll just use the 1-minute chart. But in terms of calls, we're going to be targeting 408. So on 408, there's actually a gap to fill, SPY gap down here, and it never filled this gap at 408. So if we can get to 408, we're going to be targeting calls. If we get stopped out, the max pain will be like 407. If we get stopped out, we're going to be targeting calls at the true best level, which is at the lowest end of the channel with a gap to fill below at $405. So there we go. So our best level for puts is 415.50. If we see bearish confirmations on 1 and 30 minute, we will be looking for puts towards 412.80 to 413.70 in between that resistance zone if we're seeing strong bearish confirmations. And then for calls, we're looking at 408. If we get stopped out, then we're looking at $405, right? So this would be a true best level for calls. Now, let's kind of break down the overall micro channel that we're kind of in. So we've been bottoming at $408 to $409, and then we've been rocketing back up to $412.80 to $414, right? So right now you can say we are basically towards the lower upper middle of the channel. We're towards the middle of this channel. And in terms of one of the levels, let's take a look at the 5-minute chart here to see if this level has been tested here. So we're setting up for an interesting level. So two levels that I want you to be aware of. Now remember, we're in the middle, but just be aware of these levels. These are going to be important. $411.59. That's where SPY closed on Friday. One of the key levels that I always use is the previous closing price. So pay attention to this 411.59. 411.59 is towards the upper middle of the channel. If they form a floor, if it reacts as a support level, then they will look to send the SPY to a high of about $412.80. $412.80 to about $413. Now, if we react as a resistance level, we start to break down below, then they will look to drop SPY to about $410, and it's going to try to bounce at 410 initially. It's also going to try to drop at 412.80 initially. So in terms of initial reactions, whatever decides to happen, they will try to see a small pullback at 412.80, and they will also try to see a small bounce at 410. 411.60 right now, you just need to understand that we are in the middle of the channel, and it's going to be a fight, whether that's going to be support or resistance, to send this back to 413 to 414, or to send this back to 410, 409, 408. But we're towards the middle of the channel, so just understand in terms of where we are overall at, right? And you can just visually see what will happen. It's all within the chart, right? So if this level reacts as a support, they will send this to 413.60 to 412.80. If this level reacts as a resistance, they will send this to $410, right? And you will likely see initial rejections at 412.80 to 413s. You will likely see initial bounces at 410, right? So we will be studying this 411.60 level. We will also be keeping an eye on this 412.80 to 413s. We will also be keeping an eye on this 410s. But like I said, man, the best levels where you just can't go wrong, and it's just more of like easy mode, don't need as strong of a confirmation. It should just kind of reverse. 408 calls, 405 calls, $415.50 puts. But overall, very, very simple. And just understand what is likely to be more of a challenge, and someone who needs more experience and to be more of a professional trader will be trying to trade the middle. We'll be trying to trade 411.60, 412.80, 410, trying to trade those levels. That's more like professional. You need a very strong confirmation. You have to know what you're doing and just understand those aren't the best levels to be trading at, which means your risk to reward is not going to be as good, right? And if you want the best risk to reward, you got to focus on the lows of the channels for calls, 408 and $405, and then focus on the high of the channel for puts, 415.50, and then 413.80 to 414, right? So just understand, man, you focus on these best levels that I'm giving you, you should do very, very well, especially with the idea for puts, man. You cannot go wrong with puts at 415.50 or towards the top of these channels at 414s, man. These are going to be great opportunities, man. I'm telling you, you just patiently wait to trade the best setups at the best prices. You're disciplined enough where you set these price alerts, also look for the 30-minute confirmations, look for 1-minute confirmations, and give it about 5 minutes to see how it reacts. When it hits one of our key levels, I would say give it about 5 minutes, see how it reacts. Is it forming a roof? Is it forming resistance? Or is it forming a floor? Is it forming support, right? And then from there, you'll see how it reacts, and then just wait for it to react how it wants it to react. We want this to react bearish, but if it reacts bullish up here, we're just going to wait for it to flip bearish. We'll set another price alert, right? If it starts breaking above, we'll just set a price alert at or below, wait for it to trigger, and then we say, okay, it's forming lower highs, it looks bearish, let's enter now, right? So those are some tips and tricks I can give you, and just understand, man, the gap close reversals are real, and they will be happening. We will be seeing, mark my words, reversals at $415.50, $408, and $405.50. I'm not saying massive reversals, but we will see some sort of short-term reversals where a scalper can come in, buy 415 puts out of the money, cash out in the money. Buy 408 calls at the money, cash out deeper in the money. Buy 405 calls at the money, cash out deeper in the money, right? We will see retest. If we go to 408, we should retest to 409. That's bank. If we go to 405, we should retest to 406.50 to 407. If we go to 415.50, we should retest to $414. And then if it goes under 414, you could just see the bloodbath that is ahead of that, right? So just pay attention to the key levels, understand the overall price action. And if we were to just break down the micros, so this is just a ladder stack. We already went over the levels that we're interested in trading at, but just to break things down from a micro standpoint, let's start with the top. 415.50. If we go under that reacts as a resistance. Then we go to 414. What's the next level under 414? We would go to 412.50, you can say, 412.50. What's under 412.50? We will go to around 411.50. What's under 411.50? We will go to 410.30. What's under 410.30? We will go to about 409. What's under 409? 408. What's under 408? We'll go to about 405, right? So just understand, not all those levels are created equally. And basically that stack that I gave you, right? So 405, 408, 410s, 411.50, 412.50, 414, 415.50. Understand all of those levels. That's the price ladder stack. If one of those levels reacts as a support level, as a floor, bullish confirmation, it goes up to the next level. If one of those levels reacts as a resistance, reacts as a roof, it goes down to the next level. And we only trade one level at a time. So if I'm buying puts at the top at 415.50, my target will be the next level, 414. I'm not going to say it's going to go all the way down to 408 because we have to see how it reacts at 414. But as a scalper, I have one price target. I really don't even see how it reacts. I just sell into the move. What that basically means is there is a resistance at 415.50. Your next support below that is 414. So it could bounce or it could spike. Nobody knows. So I just sell into the move to protect the profits, because if it spikes instantly, I'm going to give back a lot of profits, because SPY can have big moves in an instant when it hits a key level. When it hits 415.50, it can instantly drop 70 cents quickly. When it hits 408, it can instantly spike 80 cents quickly, because these are the best levels possible. So what I look to do is I sell into the move. Now, if you're trading at the true best levels, you can leave some runners on if you want to aim bigger. I personally don't really do that. But It depends on your style of trading. I know my style. You guys watch my videos. I only hold these trades for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm in and out quick like a scalper, like a sniper. I don't hold these very long, but not all levels are created equally. And if you do want to try to aim for bigger wins, you can do that. Just leave some runners, don't hold full size, and do it at the best levels. If you want to hold puts for a bigger win, do it at 415.50. If you want to hold calls for a bigger win, do it at 408 and 405, those two levels, and use overall tight stops. Your stops should be around 50 to 75 cent move against you on the SPY, right? So just understand that not all levels are created equally. They will give you bigger risk to reward ratios. And if you like, you can try to leave on, 25, 33% of your size for the bigger win, or you can just completely scale out at the first price target. It all depends on how you want to play it. I typically just look to sell into the move at my first target. But there are certain levels where if you want to leave some runners on, towards the top of the channel for puts, towards the bottom of the channel for calls, that's completely fine. Just do it like, 33%, 25% of your position size. With that being said, we're going to be wrapping up this lesson. If you do want to trade live with us every single day within Discord, live trading voice, live trading streams with the moderators, the team, and I, it's going to be that first link down below in the description. You will witness us trading these levels that I make in my videos every single day. You will witness this all trade live. And then you get the daily market updates, the pre-market watch list, the updates during when the market's open. And basically, you will also get confirmations. When it hits our key levels, we're going to be confirming within the chat and on voice and on live stream. Okay, guys, it's forming a bearish confirmation at our level. Let's enter puts. It's forming a bullish confirmation at our level. Let's enter calls, right? So it's really going to teach you step by step. If you kind of want to get a feel of it, you can watch my live trading videos. That will show you my style of live trading. If you watch how I trade live in my videos, I'm basically breaking down the exact trade step by step, why I took it, and then I'm reacting to it. Okay, it's forming a roof here. I'm confident in puts. I'm going to add. Okay, it's not forming a roof. I don't like how it's reacting. I'm going to sit a little bit. I'm not stopped out yet, right? It basically, in a sense, walks you through the trade step by step. Preparation beforehand, and then the live trading commentary during the trade. And then I'm literally recapping the trade as I'm in it. I'm literally recapping everything that it's doing. So if you want to be a part of this group, man, and you want to learn how to master and trade the SPY and make 2023 your best trading year, this is going to be the right team for you. It's the first link down below in the description. It is a one-time fee. It is lifetime access. You get access to the Discord server. You get access to the live trading streams. You get access to the live trading voice. You get access to all of my real-time trailers. You get access to the moderators. We have a couple moderators who are making tens of thousands of dollars trading just SPY every single week. I've already met 3 of them in person, and I've known one of them since 2015. But if you want access to this, man, this is the right program. I'm telling you guys, if you just look at the polls, man, the green streak is insane, man. This is a Friday. I always tell you guys, Fridays are my best days. We had 53 people go green on Friday. Not one person was red. The day before that, 53 green again, 7 red, 50 green, 9 red. Like, for the vast majority of the days, people are green, man. And I'm telling you, it's because we're disciplined. We have a disciplined approach where we're trading at these key levels. We strategically plan this beforehand, and we know exactly, man, like, how can you go wrong? Look at the chart. How can you go wrong with puts at 415.50 to 414? How can you go wrong with calls at 408 to 405? You get stopped out tight, and then you just go to the next level below. The risk to reward is there. Your risk is so small compared to the potential reward if you're trading at these wide range bottom and top channels like we are, man. And we confirm the trades for you. We alert them real time, and we assist you in the right direction. So if you want to be a part of this team, it is the first link down below in the description. I will see you guys tomorrow live at Market Open.